I don't know why it's so hard to record this video. I keep because I don't want to edit anything because I'm too lazy for that. So it's like I keep doing all these takes. Anyway, you're looking at my video folders right now, and you're probably like, wow, Calvin, this is a strange video folder. I wouldn't know. This is just my video folder. I don't look in your video folders. So you'll probably notice, first off, I'm missing some games. Like, come on. Why are you missing some games, Calvin? Some of them I just keep on Google Drive because storage. I don't have much left on here. You're probably also like, what's a JPerm LSL? And it's just a cool Rubik's Cube thing. You wouldn't understand it. Even if you do Rubik's Cube stuff, that still might hurt your head. So you'll see some videos here. You're probably like 98 minus 3, maybe 98 new method, 98% WTF, 99 and N. You know what is this that I can get like 98 and 99 on and have videos for? You know, like what is it? Why are you holding a Rock Band guitar? There's so many questions, and you've probably also read the title, which is like how I bypassed the strum on Rock Band 1 or something, or like early Rock Band games or something like that. You're probably like, okay, I know what it is. Why are you telling me I might not? Okay, anyway, it's whatever. I don't know how to make a video to save my life. Okay, it's fine. So people were kind of like, well, I put a tweet out there and it was like, hey, I figured out how to get past the strum limit without any modifications. Also, I'm not going to say anything on how it works until I have FC'd it, and it's like, well, where's the FC video? It's because I haven't FC'd it. I'm just mentally, drained from this. It's really hard. And also, you're like, okay, you're talking about all this stuff, but I see a pause menu in most of these. This is clearly practice mode. This is you haven't FC'd the section, have you? And yes, I have not FC'd the section. Being able to pass the strum limit is one thing. Actually being able to do it long enough to FC the section is also another thing. So what's going on here? Well, first off, this is not green grass and high tides. That doesn't need, as far as I'm aware, because I think I've seen a video of someone doing it on Xbox on RB1. So it's doable. So nope, that's not what I'm interested in. I am interested in Let There Be Rock. So this is for solo 4A, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. I was like a -2, I think. So anyways, it ended up being a 99%. So, I missed some notes. Is that the strum limit? What did you do differently? It just looks like you're playing on solo frets. Do you bypass the strum limit just by using solo frets? No, you don't. Was I doing anything different? Yes, I was. Did you notice it? I don't know, I'm not you. I am going to show you the video that I've got labeled new method, which is not a method I'm actually using anymore. I'm going back to this method because this one I will never be consistent at. This is a few videos, I think. This one right here. Okay. This will make it a lot more obvious what's going on if you look at my fingers. What's going on here? What are you doing? Why are you like well, also strumming like anyway, what's happening here? What is happening here? I'm trying to basically, in this instance, I'm trying to get past the strum limit by adding some extra notes in here while also strumming those notes and trying to only strum while my fingers are pressing it down very, very hard. Now, there is a way, you can kind of coordinate it to be like the other method. However, I just haven't had success in that coordination. So if you look back here, I want you to pay attention. Look at look at my middle finger using the yellow fret on here. It's kind of going back and forth, right? You know, it's like barely lifting up, but it's doing it. So what's going on here? Basically, I'm treating this as if I'm playing like Beast and the Harlot a little faster, and instead of switching frets, it's all the same fret, but I'm still lifting up in between where I would, you know, push down on it. Yeah, just like that, because I'm pretty sure the string in there is, from what I'm doing, is faster. Not only that, this is a subdivision of 3 notes, and yeah, no, the notes get subdivided in 4, so it doesn't really like line up audio. It's actually really annoying, because, you know, you can't just listen for a beat or anything. Otherwise, if you do that, then what you're doing is and if you have any success doing that, what you're doing is you're strumming everything, but the ones that miss are getting picked up on here. That would be the only way you'd ever have success on that, and I don't think that's viable. The timing would just have to be so wonk. So that's what I'm doing. Basically, I'm doing that, but really fast, like Beast and the Harlot. And it's absolutely painful. It is hard to do. I've hurt myself doing this significantly, but I keep going back to doing it because I'm a weirdo. And I want a tri-pack FC. That even if I FC this one section, there is a section after it where I have to go, like, you know, like do some crazy strumming after it. For some reason, I can't. I've hit the trill only once, like the trill part in solo 4, the very beginning of it, like right before the strumming part. So it's like I gotta hit that, and then like you know, it's just a pain. So that's why I'm releasing it early, because this is like, honestly, if someone decides they want to grind this and beat me to it, first off, I'd hope you'd have a better judgment than I do on like what is a good idea and what is a bad idea. But also, like, you'll go through enough pain, and I will have inflicted enough pain on you that, you know, you have to make that decision on if the pain is worth it. For me, I've already promised that I would do this, so I have to do it. I said that I would do it. I'm not saying, I never said I would be the first, but I want to be the first, so there's some motivation there. But I did promise that I personally would FC this at some point, that I would get a full game FC of the entire set. So I have to do it. And it hurts. Like, I can't do the runs for too long because just the repetitive motion right here, like this, it's so strenuous on my middle finger, because that's the finger I've been doing it with. I've had like around the similar luck with other fingers. Theoretically, I could train them all and then like rotate between them. I don't think that's effective practice, but whatever. If I could get this timing to work, that'd be great. You know, the only way I think it would work is if I like pseudo-synchronously and made it more like Ballroom Blitz, which is harder for me to do something like that with my strumming. So it's like, you know, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, you know, like that. I think that's harder, but I could be wrong. I can, if I do only tap right here, I can get like 91, 92, I think. 92 might have been my best on the section, like that. But it's really, really hard, because basically, I mean, you got to make sure that it goes up and then down, right? And I don't know what the strumming is on this. My guess is probably like 19, maybe. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. So you know, I don't really know if that's like possible on this kind of hardware. I've thought about putting like a spring in here, and maybe I will. At that point, it is, you know, technically modified hardware, but it's still a function. It's just like a quality of life improvement, I think. In the same way that like mic frets on a Guitar Hero controller are that way. Again, I would hope that no one else in the world ever would try to put themselves through this pain. I don't think it's worth it, but I already said I'd do it, so I will. And that's really about it, though. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't know, it's cool. Yeah, the hardest part is, you know, the timing, in the same way that like it's hard on Beast and the Harlot, and I'd say I'm like pretty good at, or I at least at one point was pretty good at solo D on Beast and the Harlot, and on any platform really. You doing that, but I think this is a little faster. I could be wrong doing it that method, and then on top of that, getting the fret to lift up is it's a big pain, because you know you're doing it with one finger, right? And it's not like Beast in the Heart where you can go, you know, something like that. I was like, you can't switch your fingers like that. It's every movement is every finger, so it's like and that's hard. I don't think I'll ever see anyone FC Beast and Harlot using one finger. I don't. Specifically one finger where, like that solo with one finger, but you have to lift it up and you can't like slide it. It's not like, because obviously like that's so much easier. But I can't do that on here. I have to physically lift it up. But yeah, like theoretically, you know, if you had a good controller, I don't know, maybe this might work. I don't think it's worth it. Don't do it. But here's just what I'm doing. It's like mostly as a proof, like, hey, you can do this. It's possible, but also as like a relief, so that like I don't have to keep it secret anymore, and also so like I can stream it, because I much prefer streaming this stuff. I missed a recording of -1 because I'm doing recordings instead of just streaming it and then clipping it in post. Which is something I'd much rather do, as my computer has like 5 gigabytes of storage remaining, and I can't just leave it recording the whole time. I have to record, stop, and after, like, I don't know, 10 recordings, I go and I delete them all. So it sucks, but yeah. And it is more than 5 gigabytes, and it is more than 10 that I can do. It's just, I've had problems in the past. This video is 13 minutes, and I'm recording it on the same computer. It can record this. I've just had problems recording, so like if I do record for a long time, it'll cut me off. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this cuts me off soon, so I'm gonna stop now.